I am just done pretending and playing games. Everyone's human, and life is all about intentions. Like, if you have good intentions, you're typically gonna get good results. If you have bad intentions, you're gonna get bad results. And people do so many things without even having any intentions. And their subconscious just takes control and goes ahead and, like, things that are like suppressed trauma on said things or something. But I decided I wanted to make a random video because why not? Why not continue to challenge cultural conditioning throughout every fiber of my being? And why not continue being a human in a world that acts like it's bad and just throwing it in everybody's face? That they don't have a soul. And then maybe they'll get jealous enough to connect with the God that's in all of us, who unfortunately doesn't scream like I do, and is just begging us to look within and follow our true passions with pure intentions to find our life purpose, and be the change that we wish to see in the world, make it a better place. But you have to allow your spirit to flow. And when trauma fucks you up and you don't even know who you are, because it's so hard to, like, accept the fact that your parents lied to you or abused you, or that the government did or something, or that the government's pretending to be God but they're not God, and human rights are actually God, basically, metaphorically, whatever, man, because God is love and fear is the devil that the government perpetuates throughout the people, making them sick by creating healthcare systems that just string them along and don't actually heal them and don't really even care, because if they cared, trust me, I would know about that. I would know about that. Thank God I've been able to heal myself, and that's why I am making these videos, because we have to take care of ourselves, we have to heal ourselves, we have to teach ourselves right when we've been taught wrong. We have to teach ourselves how to be healthy when we've just been taught how to be sick, or, like, why would anyone settle for the illusion of happiness when you could create true happiness? And you have to work through your shit. Like, trauma basically inflicts you with demons of fear, but good news for you, God is in all of us, and fear is the illusion that we need to work through to get back to God and evolve like we're supposed to, like, consciously with humanity. Because it's not even about enlightenment, it's just about humanity. Like, I've said that a million times, I feel like, but we're supposed to have compassion and balance logic with empathy. And these things really are basic common sense that we've been deprived of intentionally, because nobody does this shit on accident. And that's why it's taken me so long to say these things, because it's really been that hard to accept. And I'm playing with beautiful gifts from nature that I found today, just in case. I will show them. Um, but, like, right now I'm talking about stuff randomly because I wanted to make a random video and stuff and things. Where is that one now? Doesn't matter where that one is because this one, I'm just being silly because we're allowed to be silly. But I grabbed a random one. But dude, it's literally intentionally done, and I don't understand how anybody could deceive themselves. But like, it's not like the doctors are necessarily doing it intentionally, but the people leading them, they create a system so that the doctors don't even really have the ability to truly heal their patients. Like, that's why the Reefer Madness thing was so bad for so long and still is in some places because it's one of the most healing medicines. It's just like, dude, I have to remind myself that I think the biggest thing that I need to remind people is that we do have the power to make the world a better place. And it's through our everyday interactions that we make the biggest difference. But it's also in not worshiping false gods like the government or anything other than love. Because God is love and fear is evil. Like, it just holds you back. Use caution and take care of yourself instead. But if we just stand up for justice and virtue and what is right and true and actually believe in ourselves, the rest will take care of itself. I have a theory, considering the fact that God is in everything. If we are truly in touch with that and stand up for ourselves in the right ways consciously, like, I think God's gonna help us take care of everything because I do believe in God. That's the only reason I'm still alive, because they tried to tell me that God hated me because I was gay and tried to tell me that God is fear when it's all a lie. They like manipulate it so that it sounds like they're telling the truth, but they're doing evil things while masquerading as being good, because an all-loving God would not tell you to fear them unless you're evil. So it's like they want you to be evil. It's conditioning you to, and God would not send anyone to hell for loving someone else. Because that's what we're talking about. We're talking about love. And that's not to be confused with abuse, by the way, for any people who are really sick in the head. But I've always known God. Like, that's what's kept me alive, is I've always been able to feel the presence of God in my soul and to stay in contact with that love, virtue, compassion, integrity. And it's like trauma puts fucking evil in you because it's evil, literally. And I can't fathom so many people selling their souls to that by like perpetuating it. Because don't you realize the Bible is talking about real life? It wasn't talking about another dimension. It's a bunch of metaphors. I haven't even read the Bible. I talk to God because we all have the ability to talk to God. And I'm not trying to say this in an arrogant way. I don't even want to say it because it's been abused like that. I mean it when I say the spiritual teachers in the past, or current day still, unfortunately, a lot of the time, have been fucking us all over, pretending to be better than people. They are to be held to a higher standard, but that doesn't mean they're perfect. They're still human. And so many people want to just pretend they're perfect instead of just allowing themselves to be human and strive for perfection. Because I do have a goal of spiritual perfection, but it's not going to happen till I die, at least. Like, you don't ever reach that as a human. And we have fake systems teaching us to be fake humans, to suppress our emotions. and just pretend we're happy. But if you suppress your trauma, you suppress your other emotions too. Like you can't just suppress one emotion and not suppress the others. I don't know. Like humans are complicated creatures in some ways, and the things that I'm talking about, yeah, they might be complicated, but like please don't overcomplicate things. Like all we have to do is just be true to ourselves, just be a good person, and remember that evil is literally fear, is literally weakness. Like that comes from lack. The only reason anybody hurts another is because they're scared. Like somebody robs somebody else because they're afraid of not having enough money and they don't have the strength or courage or worth to go fucking do something honest. But like really, money's not what's important. It's passion. And I just can't stand so many people worshiping depravity whenever life is about being a good person. And what the fuck, man? Like I don't even keep track of like what, I mean I do to an extent, but like I kind of don't even keep track of like what I've said in my videos, and like I just let spirit guide me, and like I just don't understand why people, how anybody could see someone with pure intentions and like abuse them. And it's like, well, we live in a society that literally wants to squash the innocence of children and teach them to be miserable and dead inside, apparently. So don't kill your inner child. Know that your inner child can be revived. Just follow virtue and make the world a better place. And like, if you're like me and you just can't fathom how evil this society is, please know that God is in your soul. And I'm sorry if I'm bad at replying to comments sometimes, but if I'm able to be here for anybody as a friend or whatever, like, we're all just a bunch of humans, and we aren't supposed to be divided and conquered while 300 billionaires shake hands with the CEO government and extort us for basic human needs, like food, while throwing the luxurious food into landfills every day. But at the very least, I love myself and I'm confident enough to go ahead and die happy knowing that I at least finally stopped wasting my life away, because I don't want any of us to be on our deathbed one day regretting the chances we didn't take to make the world a better place or anything like that, because I won't be there. But please don't make me try to do it all by myself, because like I don't know how realistic that is. Like if I have to, you bet I'll try. But now I'm just being silly, and that's okay because I'm an artist of all forms. Yeah. You know you can be more than one thing at the same time, right? You can be a comedian and a shaman, healer, medicine man, whatever you want to call it, preacher, a painter, a musician, a rock hound, uh, ditzy, uh, intentionally, um, making people judge you to like give them more of an opportunity to think about why they're so hateful and judgmental. Is it that your parents didn't love you? You could just like be free and allow your spirit to flow freely with pure intentions, and then laugh at stupid motherfuckers that are jealous because you're happy. Dude, hope you can like actually see these, cause like if I'm just being a ditzy bitch, that's fine too, dude. That's fine. You can't really even see this one, There's a really cool little like pattern on it from like a fossil or something. I'm still learning how to identify different rocks. But here's a piece of petrified wood. Like I have so many beautiful rocks because nature actually creates, petrified wood, gemstones, agate. There are many different pretty minerals and things.